us again. We are
Unequivocal Life.
Unequivocal Life. I'm Taryn.
And I'm April.
Yes, and she's beautiful.
And we are coming to you guys with another episode of Unequivocal Life.
Right.
As always,
Yes.
please remember to comment, subscribe, like, share, and talk about it once you've watched it.
Talk about it.
We like to stir stuff up.
Right, and we like to be in y'all business, so put us in y'all business.
Because we put you in ours.
We put y'all in the way.
Okay, so today's topic is a good one, I think.
It is.
We are talking about
Bonus kids.
woo!
Extra kids.
Extra kids.
Yes.
So, in the way of bonus kids, we talk about, or just to define bonus kids.
Right.
So, bonus kids is actually for the non-biological parents.
Do stepdad.
Or the still mom, because that is the extra in the
Right.
relationship.
Right.
So, of course, in the way of our dynamic, they're not my bonus kids because they are my actual children.
She have them.
I did. But they're his bonus kids
Yeah.
because they come with the relationship.
Yep, sure did.
And in the way of relationships, we talk about everything.
Everything.
We want to hit kids.
We want to hear them, not just with them, just talk about it. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna have a conversation about bonus kids. Y'all need to know about what do you do with extra kids, okay? I just water mine, put them in the sun a little bit,
Let them frolic around.
frolic, right. Then you bring them in and just
Feed
set them
them.
and forget them. Nah.
We put them in front of you too.
Right.
Okay, but in all seriousness, that is something that definitely needs to be talked about because most people now, or people back in the day, but definitely have children.
Right.
You very seldomly find someone of an adult age
That ain't got it.
that don't have kids.
Right.
So what do you do when the person that you are interested in have kids?
Well, in my case, you try to love them as much as you possibly can. Get to know them, talk to them, find out their credit score. And that's a very important thing. They might be your next cosigner. You don't know. Get to know these children.
I'm weak.
But no, you have to actually get an understanding with them, get a relationship. To me, it's important to find out the relationship between your next lover and their children. You want to make sure that there's a relationship there, and you want to see how that relationship is, and then you want to work on building your own, if possible. 'Cause it takes time sometimes.
It does. And then, of course, when there are children in the dynamics, there's also the other biological parent.
Right.
And, sometimes one night of passion could end up 18 years of crazy.
Right.
You never know.
Right.
But that's also important.
Yes.
So, in the way of our dynamics, what is the youngest age that you would have dated a woman with kids?
Okay.
The youngest age of the child. Let me clarify.
Yeah, make sure you clarify that.
Clarify that. The youngest age of the child.
Well, preferably for me, I would have said about 5 years old, because that's when they get into elementary school and out of daycare. To me, daycare is a lot more issues than regular school, and little bitty babies that can't hardly talk, they can't tell you what's wrong, they ain't got all their teeth, they don't know when their teeth coming, you know what I'm saying? They can't explain stuff like a 5-year-old. 5-year-old will tell you everything. All you need is $1 and a piece of chocolate. All the business you need right there. You gonna tell them, hey mama, like what she did? I got a Hershey at 4 quarters. Talk to me.
Okay, 4 quarters don't work anymore.
My bad.
Okay.
I got a cash paper dollar. No, because now they're a little more technical. I got $1 on cash, y'all.
I'm so
with
weak.
your name on it.
I'm so weak.
All you got to do is tell me, I'm gonna hit send.
For me, I would prefer someone of more of a preteen, teenage, preferably grown.
Gotcha.
And that is just because my kids are grown. Yeah, my kids are grown and living their best life. So for me to have someone that has a younger or single digit would be like starting over.
Gotcha.
And I have my kids young.
Right.
So I am fly, cute enough, young enough to enjoy life.
Right.
But if I'm with someone that has a younger child, and by my kids not being in the home, that's starting over. I don't want to start over, so that's my preference.
I understand. So you want like preteen?
I would take preteens.
Okay, give me a specific age.
A specific age. So preteen is 12.
12.
Because 13 is teen. So preteen is 12.
Yeah.
So I'll do a 12-year-old.
Okay.
But that does, like you said, come with its own issues and problems, because at 12-year-old, you definitely have your own personality, and you walk into that, you ain't my mama, and I'm not trying to replace nobody's mother.
No.
But I do desire that respect, provided it goes all the way to the end.
Right. Because it ain't nothing to take a kid head off, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gonna respect me, is all I'm saying. And you gonna fix your face while you're doing it, all right?
Also, would you, well, you did. You married a woman with kids.
I did.
With kids. With grandkids at that.
Yeah.
But
she took out 2 birds in one stone. She made me a daddy and a granddaddy.
Oh my God. But my question to you is this. Does kids make a difference one way or the other? As far as what you were looking for in a woman? Like I always said, the guy that I ended up with, I wanted him to have kids because I wasn't having any more kids.
Right.
It didn't work out that way though.
Right.
God is funny. He got jokes. He got jokes.
He's the creator of jokes.
Yes.
But it do and it don't.
Okay.
Like, with us, it did but it didn't. Because your children was up in the age to where they ain't children no more. They are adults.
But they still my babies.
Right. And even dealing with adults, you still have to build a relationship. One of our children really wasn't that fun to me.
She didn't like him.
She did not like
She
me.
didn't like him.
But she didn't know me. See what I'm saying? And you're always gonna have that one child that just like, you know what, I don't like you, I hate you, and you're not my parent.
But let me say this though. In her defense, and I wish I knew then what I know now.
Right.
In her defense, it wasn't necessarily you that she didn't like, it was my track record.
Right.
So based on my history and my guys of dating, she just automatically felt like you were gonna be like them, because I had the type.
She didn't want her mama to get her, and I understood that. So that's what it was. It wasn't like she just hated me, like she was sabotaging stuff, like I go outside, crank the car up, the tires flat, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in cat boo-boo because she done put it on the seat. It wasn't one of them type of relationships. She just wasn't clicking with me because she didn't want to build a relationship with somebody she felt like was going to hurt her mom until she got to know me and see it for herself. I'm happy.
And now she called him more than she called me.
Right.
I'm in my feelings about it.
It's all right. Feelings are great.
She really do call him more than she called me.
Love you, mini-me.
Bye, baby. When is it a good time to actually meet the kids?
Let's see. Depending on how many it is. See what I'm saying? You got 7 kids. I need to know that the first day. I need to see all 7 of them.
Oh, you need to see all. I'll tell you about it, but you can't meet on the first day.
Because I need to make sure. You know what I'm saying?
So So for me,
Might be 8.
but I was pregnant 7 times. One of them was 7 weeks. Okay. But for me, it's so I put everybody in a category.
Okay.
I put you friend, you potential, you entertainment.
Right.
Okay, grown folks know what entertainment is.
Right.
Okay. If you're a friend, then you're a friend, and there's no potential of you getting to marriage.
Gotcha.
If you are potential, then you are potential, and then entertainment, we know what entertainment is. When it comes to potential, for me there's subcategories.
Okay.
There's the dating and there's the courting. Dating for me is you meeting, you hang out, you date multiple people at one time. Courting is the monogamous relationship. Is when you are traveling down this road to get to marriage.
Right. I'm down to one person.
If we're dating, you can't meet my kids.
Oh.
And that is because, we could be dating for months, but you can't meet my kids because they don't need to know who you are if we're not trying to get to marriage.
Right.
If we're courting, when we start to court, because courting means that we've dated long enough to be like, hey, we want to see where this goes.
Mm-hmm.
To me, within that first week of courting, then yes, you can meet the kids.
Gotcha.
Because, if you don't click with them, if they don't like you and you don't like them, there's no need of courting for months to get to the marriage part and be like, oh, my kids don't like you, so you out.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, see, I didn't have any biological children, so there was no point where I said, all right, it's time to meet your kids. I had to play it by ear with whoever I dated. Now, fun fact, some women, you like you said, if you're not a potential, you ain't gonna see that children. Some women, it was like, yeah, you can't help but see their kids, because you go over there, you chill with them, and it's like, I ain't got no babysitter. Get in your room now, go on. What I say, I got company. But most of the time, I would leave it up to whoever I'm dating. If we're dating, to say, all right, I want you to be with children. Right. Yeah, for you, it was.
Yeah, it was.
It took a minute.
Yeah.
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 Because I remember Chocolate Baby first.
Who took you just like that?
Like that. Because we dark skinned, see what I'm saying? We click, you feel me? She got it. I understand it,
All of them are dark skin, actually. I'm the oddball out.
She is.
I'm the oddball out. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Next.
We're married.
Yeah.
We're married. And in our house, there are no kids in the house. Like we said, they're up and grown. But let's just say mini me is a mini me. How much of an opinion do you feel as the non-biological parent you should have with her upbringing, her decisions, school, church, whatever?
All right, so scenario, mini me is really mini. She is in this here home
Yes.
that I pay the mortgage on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm soon as she step foot out of her room, I'm saying something. Oh, it very quickly. I don't like the way you sneeze, all right? Need to cover your mouth. Ain't been spitting all over this house. I pay the mortgage here, all right? Yeah, I don't think there should be a time. Well, I take that back. Certain things I really can't speak on when it comes to the bonus kids.
Okay.
But where I can assert my authority, it would definitely be asserted.
I receive that.
Yeah.
I receive that. I agree. If in our scenario, we're married, we're in this house, and Minnie is in this house,
Right.
then I feel like that you are just as much of a parent as I am and as her biological father, and thus deserve the same amount of respect, and your opinion should be valued just as much as ours, because you and I are unique.
Right.
So
We are one.
I agree with that.
We are one.
I agree with that. Wow. Our time is spent. We have definitely zoomed through this time so fast. We may have to double back on this.
We're gonna double back.
Because now I want to know, as far as relationship with the biological parents.
Mm-hmm. I would be cool. I'm cool with baby dad.
I know. I keep telling him he's invited to the barbecue, but we don't ever throw the barbecue.
Right. We're gonna throw it. You just gotta catch it first, and then we're gonna throw it out.
Got it. And I'm gonna have to put him on the grill. He's good at the grill. So thank you for tuning in to Unequivocal Life. Again, my name is April.
And I am the wonderful, fabulous Terry Jackson.
He is definitely fabulous. And please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and talk about it.
Put us in your business.
Because we definitely put you in ours. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.